and the Daily Rundown. Have a good day.
The president lays out a path forward on health care just in time for the bipartisan summit this week. But where does it leave Republicans?
And showdown on ice. America's hockey team blocks Canada. First time we've beaten them in Olympic hockey since 1960, Savannah.
That's one for the record.
It's February 22nd, 2010. I'm Chuck Todd.
And I'm Savannah Guthrie. Let's get right to the rundown on a Monday. And at the top for us, the White House unveiling its plan to get health care. Kelly O'Donnell covers Capitol Hill for us and has all the latest. So, what are they saying on the Hill, Kelly?
Well, there's a sort of mixed reception, as is no surprise to you. Of course, the White House wanted to check, Savannah.
Kelly, great point there about the president and the White House putting crazy things like that happen. Now, let's move to Afghanistan. At least 27 civilians were killed by a NATO airstrike in central Afghanistan on Sunday. This is Tom Aspel is in Kabul for us this morning. What can you tell us?
Is Chris dancing, following all of it live. Chris, this was a huge game and quite an upset, right?
Yeah, what a surprise. It was so exciting. I mean, obviously we're in this hockey-crazed nation, and the hearts of the Canadian people were behind the team. And on paper, of course, the Canadians look like the stronger. Take the hits and hit-back game. They had great goalkeeping from Ryan Miller. He turned back. Listen to this. 42 of Canada's 45 shots. Absolutely remarkable. He was still hurting from that nasty crash earlier in the week in training. And even Bodie said he was running on fumes, but then
Now at 37 past the hour, here's a look at this hour's Fast 5 headlines. The Justice Department says Bush administration lawyers showed poor judgment in authorizing harsh interrogation methods like waterboarding. But a confidential FDA report says the popular diabetes drug Avandia causes heart. He was combative. He was colorful. Alexander Haig. Tiger Woods broke his 3-month silence with a 13-minute long apology. Now it remains to be seen if Tiger can make it back to where he was as a sport's happening. We will get to the Olympics in a moment, but want to update you on the breaking news. Alexander Haig died today. Let's get right now to the top Olympic headlines for you. America's Golden Girl Lindsey Vonn is looking to win another gold medal. She competes later today in the women's Super G. Meanwhile, 2 American figure skating teams are within medal contention after the first round of the ice dance competition last night. And 2 medals now for Bodie Miller. The U.S. skiing sensation earned a silver spot on the medal stand in the men's Alpine Super G. Let's go right now to NBC's Chris Jansen, who's covering things from Vancouver for us.
Anyhow, let's go get a check on business before the bell with CNBC's Erin Burnett. Save me from myself. She's live at the...
Whatever you've got in your 401k or... you know, maybe your G. The 2 biggest unions are going to go on strike on Wednesday, so there'll be no flights or anything, only emergency flights into Greece.
The president says you will still pay less than you do now. Anyway, well, the new bottom line is that this plan is good for politicians and
starting over after decades and decades.
Some of these problems. We do need to cover the uninsured, and this bill does it. And we also everything. I think that there are a lot of elements, for example, in the House and Senate bill that are going to be as part of this final package. But the single most important thing is something you didn't even mention.